Hey, welcome back once again, Hidden Acres Outdoors. What we've got coming is a tropical storm down off the coast of North Carolina, so we're supposed to get, close to an inch of rain or so starting tonight. So we're going to go ahead and put out our winter wheat on some food plots and then go back through and bush hog that down real quick and cut it as low as we can, so maybe we'll get some good soil to seed contact, and we'll see if we can't get some food plots planted for the deer this fall. Stick around. Let's take a drive. I have a new cobalt pruner that we need to pull out and come on down through here and clean up some of these trails. It's not that big a deal on the four-wheeler, but with the tractor with a rollover protection system on it, it gets to be a pain. Alright, so this is pretty much where we're just going to put a little hidey hole food plot. It's a little bigger than a hidey hole, but not a whole lot. The deer bed up here in these woods. There's also a doe bedding area back here that we don't bush hog down. We just let the weeds kind of grow up in that, and there's all kinds of doe and fawn beds back there. A little pond, or a little wet spot. The deer come down and get their water. You can see where they've worn a trail right in through here, and there's a couple of more little trails where they come in and eat, or not eat but drink, around this pond. So let's get the broadcast spreader out, throw a little of this out, and then we'll bring the bush hog down here and cut this down almost to the bare dirt and see what we can see. Alright, I'll let y'all in on a little secret. About in the next week or so, they're going to have heavy equipment out here. And we're going to put a pond down here in this low spot that stretches on up through here a little bit. Not sure exactly how far it's going to move up as of yet. The dam will run, if you can see the big pine tree over here, it'll run basically from that edge and probably come out somewhere right down here where you see some of this kudzu. But that's a big drop off down in there. So they're going to go in, bulldoze all that crap out, and dig us a little farm pond here. So hopefully we can stock it come probably April time frame if it gets filled up this winter. And there should be plenty of drainage off of these hills for that, because that's the low spot for a long ways around. So anyway, stay tuned. That's what's coming in the next week or so. And right now, let's get busy putting the rest of this winter wheat out. Okay, let's see. We've got a couple 100 pounds of some eagle seed. This is their monster buck. So we're going to put this out and then put the bush hog back on. You can see it laying over there. And I guess we'll just broadcast it out. I don't have the time before this rain gets here to go rent a crop crimper, but that's probably what we'll do next spring. But I'm just going to bush hog this down as low as I can get it, We've only got enough winter wheat to cover right at 2 acres. So we'll see how far this goes and go from there. It looks like we got pretty good coverage with the winter wheat that we put out. Here's an example. We can still see a little bit of the seed up off the ground. But for the most part, we had about 1 to 1.5 inches of rain, and it pounded in here pretty good, so it got pretty decent coverage. Here's another little area. Here's another little area, and you can see a couple of wheat seeds that aren't completely buried, but for the most part it looks like the rain did its job, along with how low we bush hogged this down, and we should have some fairly decent winter wheat coming up here within the next couple of weeks. All right, so it looks like our winter wheat got out just in time for the rain. Like I said, we got about 1.5 inches. The upper part of the field where we did close to 2 acres, we sowed it out at 100 pounds per acre, which is basically, I guess, the standard for what we do around in these parts anyway. But we got pretty decent coverage. We didn't put out a huge upper food plot because of the pond build, and I'm not sure how much of that they're going to be tearing up as they go into it. So we tried to sow the wheat up above elevation wise, where I think they're going to be digging out with everything, because it doesn't do any good to pay a lot of money and put out a whole bunch of stuff and then have bulldozers go in there and tear the snot out of it. Next week we're going to get down here with the tree pruner and clean out a lot of this stuff that you saw. And we've also got a DeWalt electric grease gun. We're going to slap that thing together, put a quick lube attach on the end of it, and go lube up the tractor. But other than that, have a good day. We'll see you next time from Hidden Acres Outdoors, and bye.